Today, 3 signs your twin flame is awakening. And there's even going to be a bonus talking point at the end. If you care to stick around, we're going to talk about what it means when your twin flame awakens. So I'm going to list off the signs, right? And then I'm going to go back and describe each one of the signs. Sign number 1, they unblock you if they had you blocked. If not, then, you know, they're not ghosting you anymore, right? They talk to you, right? They want a connection. They want to talk to you suddenly, right? You might just notice that they are on social media. Once again, maybe they blocked you on social media and suddenly you can see their profile again, right? So they might not actually contact you. It could just be something like that. Or they go ahead and they start talking to you again. So some version of that, right? That's sign number 1. They unblock you, they start talking to you, something like that. Okay, number 2, you haven't thought of them in a long time. It's been a minute since you've thought of them. You haven't thought of them in ages. Very interesting. Okay, number 3, you self-actualize. Notice I did not say realize. You actualize that you are them. You are one with your twin flame. You self-actualize, right? It's a deeper actualization of unity with them. That's where the word union really came from. So you don't have any sense that there's other. You have this deeper sense that there's only one of you. And you might be sitting there going, Kurt, that doesn't make any sense. How does that work? Right, well, we're going to discuss that. So stick around till the end, my friend. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kurt. I am the world's #1 twin flame coach. Just in numbers alone, I've personally coached over 6,000. We're almost to 7,000 twin flame coaching students, my twin flame permanently in my life. And by the way, when you're done watching this video, you might get the sense about why that is, right? It's not just a brag. You know, some people like proof. Some people, they want to know, Kurt, why should I listen to you? Okay, here's all these people I've helped. There's students of mine on my twin flame YouTube channel here talking about, hey, I married my twin flame, right? They've made guest appearances on my channel. But what I think matters is the content of this video, what I'm teaching you about twin flames. When you realize what I'm saying about twin flames, that's when I think you're going to have that aha moment. That's what I think matters, are the teachings. I think that's the real proof. And I'm going to start with one right now. There's one thing, one single thing on the internet, no matter who you ask about twin flames, no matter what twin flame guru it is that you're looking at online, they all say the same thing. Twin flames are the same soul, right? Or some version of that, like the soul splits, or you're the same soul vibration, or something along those lines. You're the same soul, right? Right. Everybody says that. Don't you think it's interesting how everybody agrees that that's what twin flames are, but then everybody's got a different idea about what to do about your twin flame? How can this be? If we are all in agreement about what twin flames are, the same soul, then what's the problem? Interesting. Now let's dig deeper into these signs, now that I've set up a little bit of context. So why would they start talking to you? Because you are remembering who you are. You're a soul, guys. If I ask you, who are you beyond the body? I think every one of you is going to give the right answer. You're going to say, I'm a soul. But what is that really? Okay, so let's do this back to basics teaching. Body, mind, soul. Okay, the body, we're pretty clear what that is. The mind, it's thoughts, emotions, right? Metaphysical energy, the ego, the mind. The separate self, that's where the word separation really came from. It's referring to the state of consciousness or unconsciousness that we call the ego mind, right? I'm a mom, I'm a brother, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a teacher, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a truck driver, I'm a liberal, I'm a conservative, I've been to these places, I've done these things, I own this house, this is what I do for work, etc., etc., a story, a history. It's a collection of thoughts and memories and emotions. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's just what that is. The ego mind. Okay. Is that who you really are? Your twin flame is you, right? That's what everybody says. Everybody says twin flames are the same soul. Your twin flame is you. Okay. Well, I guess the question is, what is you? What is that? What is the self? Because up to this point in your life, you've thought of it as the ego mind, the personality. Well, I've got some good news for you. What the soul really is has been known about for thousands of years, my friends. It's not a mystery. We already know what this is. And spiritual teachers have been teaching this for thousands of years, and it's so well known that they even put it on a bumper sticker. They put it on a bumper sticker. This is how well known this teaching is. Zen Buddhism, don't even think about it. Now, it could be Hinduism or ancient Christianity, right? The core principle that many of the world's faiths sprouted from is self-actualization, who you really are, the soul, which is not thought, it's not a story, it's not a bunch of memories, it's not an identity, it's consciousness. So we just talked about the mind, let's talk about the soul. It's consciousness, guys. And again, this is not debated by genuine spiritual masters, and I'm talking the big names, right? Paramahansa Yogananda, Buddha, Jesus, Krishna, like Hare Krishna, right? Krishnamurti, Alan Watts, Ram Dass, Eckhart Tolle, Rupert Spira, Michael Singer, John Kabat-Zinn, Charlotte Jacques-Beck, the well-known spiritual masters, not some little online guru. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to put anybody down, but anybody can say anything they like on the internet. And guys, this is why my coaching works. Because look at the things that I'm saying. I'm not trying to be mean, guys. But if you're gonna end your suffering, if we're gonna shut down the obsessive thinking and the pain that you're experiencing, it's not gonna do us any good to not have an honest and frank adult conversation about what's going on here. The internet is jammed full of well-meaning but misguided people. Okay? They really want to help you. I get it. These are good people, guys. I'm not here to put anybody down, but guys, they're not helping you, okay? Spiritualism is not healing or clearing your chakras or fixing your inner childhood wounds, okay? That's psychology. That's all mind stuff. It's mental stuff. The soul is not mental. It's consciousness. So, for you to get consciousness, why your twin flame is unblocking you and or talking to you again. Here's this example that I always use. All right. So there's thoughts and feelings going on, right? Have you ever said to yourself, why am I thinking this? Or why do I feel this way? Have you ever said that to yourself? We all have. Everybody's done that. Okay. Who's asking? Think about it. No pun intended. Who's asking? What is it that notices thought? Can a thought feel pain? Can a thought experience anything? Can a thought listen to a conversation? No. Memories, all of these memories, thoughts about who you are, the identity, the ego. They don't do any of these things. They don't experience. They don't feel pain. They don't listen to a conversation. Okay? Thought is the object of consciousness. Consciousness is the soul. So there you go. Body, mind, soul. We just explained it. The soul is the very awareness of thought and emotion and of the outside world. consciousness. That's who you really are. That's your twin flame. That's what's happening to you. That's why this painful journey starts with the obsessive thinking and the acting desperate and checking their social media 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day. Literally, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't function. You're a mess. It is the worst thing that's ever happened to you in your life. And the internet is telling you to do all this healing and do the mirror exercise, which is all quack psychology. Sorry. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but guys, seriously, it's kind of getting insufferable, right? Guys, spiritualism, what that really is not debated by genuine spiritual teachers. It's even on a bumper sticker, okay? You are not your mind. You are consciousness. That's what's happening to you. Your consciousness is exploding, and it's breaking the mind up into little bits and pieces so that it can be cleared away. They call it ego death in the Zen traditions. You have been referring to it as dark night of the soul, the obsessive thinking, the acting desperate, and all of those lovely things. Now, when you transcend the mind, when you leave behind the ego mind as your primary sense of identification, where you derive your sense of self from, a funny thing starts to happen. Your twin flame unblocks you and they start talking to you, and you haven't thought of them for a long time. And number 3, self-actualization. You're not even focused on them, and something really weird happens. Are you ready for this? You get this deep, intuitive sense, not a mental sense. It's not the mind. An intuitive sense, a knowing that you are them, that it's not that you're connected. It's not a connection. It's not there's you and there's me and that makes a we and we're connected. No, you are them at a deep level. And guys, you don't understand it. It's not understand. It's not concept. You're not going to figure it out. You don't think your way there. This is a journey of remembrance. The name of the first chapter of Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now, is called You Are Not Your Mind. And you never were. You always were consciousness. By the way, you want to get your twin flame to stop running? Read that book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Go watch my free twin flame coaching videos. There's a playlist. You can go start right now. Just watch like the first 10 videos, right, on that playlist. Okay? The playlist is called The True Twin Flame Teachings. Guys, your twin flame is your soul. If you want your twin flame back, you got to do soul stuff, not mind stuff, guys. Right? Sending healing energy to your twin flame, clearing your karma. No. No. Guys, no. And you want to do healing? Fine, no problem. But 2 things. First of all, go to a real therapist. Okay? The Fruity Loop online gurus talking about shadow work. Yeah, go see a therapist, bro. We already know how to do that stuff. Okay? Find somebody with a license to tell you how to do that, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, you can do that stuff if you want, but that's not what this journey is, this twin flame stuff. Healing is not going to help you. Healing does not cause self-actualization, right? The remembrance that you are consciousness, that you are beyond the mind. You don't think your way there. You don't undo like psychological problems to get to consciousness. You just already are that. That's why I keep saying this is a remembrance, guys. You already are your soul. You already are your twin flame. That's self-actualization, guys. And it's energetic. You don't think your way there, okay? And you're going to feel at this very, very deep level that you are them. And the mind is going to be like, yeah, how do I know that? That's so weird. What the fuck? Your mind is going to start going, when you feel that. It's like deja vu, right? Like, you know how when you have deja vu, you feel like, I've done this before. You've got that feeling that you've done this before, but the mind is going, how do I know I've done this before? Blah, 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 blah. Right. Well, there's two things going on, not one. You are not the mind. You are not that which is asking, how do I know I've done this before? That's the mind, guys. Now, I'll tell you what you are. You are the self-actualization, that inner knowing. Now, I've covered all the bases. There's one more thing that I said we were going to talk about in this video at the end. If you stuck around, lucky you, here it is. What does it look like when your twin flame awakens? They just want to be around you guys, and I've made lots of videos about this. Just go to my True Twin Flame Teachings playlist and look for any one of the videos called What is it like for Divine Masculine? What do they go through? There's lots of videos like that. They don't have a spiritual awakening like you do, and they don't need to, guys. They don't need to. They just want to be around you suddenly. They start chasing you. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Right. That's what it looks like when they awaken. They just stop rejecting you, and they want to be around you all the time. Man, some people get really butthurt when I tell them, no, your twin flame doesn't awaken spiritual like you do, right? They get really mad when I tell them that. But then I'm also telling you that, yeah, your twin flame wants to be around you really bad. Oh, darn. Why would you get mad about that? Your twin flame is going to want to spend time with you all of a sudden. Oh, shoot. Don't let that happen. Come on, guys. You are the incarnation. This is simultaneous incarnations, you and your twin flame, just like past lives, right? Go watch my video, What Are Twin Flames? On my True Twin Flame Teachings playlist. Go watch that video. You are the one who is awakening. You are. And buckle up, because we're just getting started, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.